as soon as I find my mouse there. And it's the head coach of the Lowellville Rockets baseball team, Dan Dougherty. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Hey, thanks for having me. How's it going?
It's going Not good. Bad,
good.
First and foremost, before we get into the Meet the Team segment, let's make sure we get on the same page with the last name pronunciation too. Are we hard pronouncing this G or is it silent?
We're going with a CK sound, so it's Doc, like DOCK, as if it were. So Dougherty. Yep.
Dougherty. Okay.
I get it all the time, so no problem.
I'd rather clarify
every time from now on.
All good.
I'd rather clarify it right off the case. So for Coach Dougherty, let's start off with this Meet the Team segment, like we always do with all of our teams. Some of the returning talent that you expect to turn some heads, and some new talent that you think might get some significant playing time this year.
Yeah, we got a good mix. Really, from grades 9 through 12, we have 2 seniors that return. Justin Beeson, who plays outfield and pitches for us, and Brandon Simmons, who pitches for us and plays some third. So those guys have been around for a little while. They know the drill. They had pretty solid junior years. We were happy with them. Then our junior class is probably our biggest and probably strongest class at the moment in terms of depth. Couple guys that played a lot for us last year. On the mound, pitcher Ricky Palumbo. We have a infielder and pitcher coming off an injury, Kevin Johnson. We have an infielder pitcher that threw a lot for us last year, Dylan Ocular. A couple outfielders, Evan Alfano, Luke Vanka, and a couple sophomores too that got some time last year. Santino Rivera Ocasio, who played second base for us last year. He's probably going to be our catcher the way it looks this year. He actually led our team in batting averages as a freshman. Okay, and so he's back. And then Landon Easenwine also contributed in the outfield for us last year. So, we've been lucky, last year to get guys a lot of valuable experience. We were young and, at times it showed. But, I think through all the bright spots kind of motivated us for this year. We had lost several close games that really just kind of slipped through our fingertips. And, we bring that up quite often. And that's kind of been the motivation for these guys that are coming back. And I should also add pretty big group of freshmen. We're still kind of sorting a lot of that out, but that's our biggest class in terms of numbers is our freshman class. So that's good for the future.
Coach, let's just talk about that. I mean, your biggest class is your freshman class, which means the youth program is doing good. The program is getting people interested in the sport. As a head coach of the varsity program that's trying to build it, how proud are you that you have such a big freshman class and you're obviously getting the younger kids kind of interested in playing baseball for Lowellville?
Yeah, I mean, that's huge. Something that, I'm proud of and that, our coaching staff is proud of because, obviously being a small district, at times, numbers are an issue. And, I've been fortunate, in the couple of years here, we haven't been in any type of danger in any way. But I've always wanted a JV team. I thought, that would be huge for getting guys experience and, kind of churning it through and really get it going. And we're close. We're not quite at a JV team with a total of 19 guys, which for us, like I said, is big. But, the community and the youth, ages and youth leagues do a good job of, coaching them up, gaining interest. And in a small town, you got to start young or, you're probably not going to get them. So we've been fortunate. Yeah.
Looking at your schedule too this year, I mean, obviously we know you guys play in that MVAC on the Scarlet side too. So you got your conference games, but talk about that. Go hand in hand with those non-conference games and just some games that you're excited about to get your boys exposure to.
Yeah, I always just try to play a ton of games. Even if it's at the end of a busy week and if pitching, might be thin, it's still you got to get out there and see at bats and just kind of get exposed to the game because it's not something that just comes, immediately. So we try to play a lot of games, period. We play in the tough conference that you mentioned, really top to bottom. It's going to be a game every single night. Obviously Springfield is always tough. Jackson Milton had a great season. They'll be solid again. Waterloo, Ridge, McDonald, It goes on. I'm sure I'm forgetting some here. Sebring, and then we do a lot of crossover games too in the other side of the MVAC. So we'll play Camel, we'll play, Liberty, a couple of those teams in non-conference games. And then we try to just pick up some, competitive and similar size schools. We'll play Letonia. We have some scrimmages like Wellsville. And then towards the end of the year, I always like to add some, tough games. Okay. Struthers will be on there. Matthews is always tough. We play them every year. And then, we open up right off the gate with the defending state champs, JFK. So definitely excited for that one. That's actually going to be at Eastwood Field. And, our kids are really excited about that. So, I like the way that the schedule's coming together. Conference, that's where it's going to be shown. We'll see. We'll find out what we are in the conference, and I think I probably failed to mention Mineral Ridge. They're always solid as well.
Man, talk about, having a measuring stick to open up the season. You got Warren JFK right off the bat. That'll be fun for sure. But Coach, you also have a great staff that helps you build this program and helps you put it where it's at. I want to give you time to talk about the people that you work with and the staff that you have on the team that makes this program what it is.
Yeah. Couple coaches with us. One being Tommy Beeson. He's been around for Lowellville baseball for about the last 10 years or so as an assistant. He's a great baseball guy. He played for Camel when he was in school. He won a state championship in both basketball and baseball. So, he knows, what it takes, and he knows all these kids. He's been great with us. Very lucky to have him. Then two other coaches with us, Derek Pasquale, who I played ball with growing up. He went to Boardman. I went to Mooney. But we, we're good friends through, summer ball and everything. And, it's hard to find somebody that loves baseball more than Derek. So, that rubs off on the kids. And then we have Nate Solak, who is a Lowellville grad. He actually played for me my first year when I was first year as a coach when I was an assistant. And, he's finishing up school, going to be a teacher, knows all these kids, and played on some good teams too. So lucky to have those guys, and lucky to have the support of the school, the administration, really everybody involved. The higher ups let us do our thing. We let us, they'll put us up at Cene Park for all of our home games and, practices and really whatever we need. We've been given the green light, good booster program here. So, it's a good situation. It's yes, small and, it comes quick between the seasons. A lot of our kids play multiple sports, but, I'm very lucky. And I think the kids are excited.
Obviously, with the numbers that you are getting for this program, there's something that the kids are buying into, and it's making kids want to be a part of the program. So talk about that culture that you've tried to build and that you have built here with Lowellville baseball, and what does it mean to be a Rocket at the end of the day? Yeah.
It's kind of just, the culture. I don't know. There was really nothing that needed to change or blow up. We have good kids here. They know, what hard work is. They know what it takes to be successful, even though, we've had, some struggles, last year. I don't think anybody was satisfied with that. So, just their mindset, we didn't need to lay into anybody, throughout the off season to, say, hey, get to workouts. We didn't have to do that. We had guys that were committed, and, then just the group of coaches we have, I think we're honest with them, try to be fair, try to keep it light, be serious, when needed. And, it's turned out pretty well, and, let's happy with everything. And, it's just time to get some wins. It's time to get some more wins. And, that's all that's missing. Okay. It's, like I said, you asked what it means to be a part of this place. Well, we have great people, and that's where it starts. So, I'm proud of that, and there's more room to grow.
Coach, we definitely think that you're going to get more wins this season. We can't wait to start our coverage of you guys for this baseball year. We thank you so much for your time, for helping us preview the season, and we look forward to talking to you again real soon as the season goes on.
Yeah, anytime, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.